What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel again. My name is Nelly. This is the concluding part of the series I started where I showed you these slides previously and I said how to immigrate to Canada as a nurse, and then I updated you by giving you some of the other careers that could benefit from this stream. Today, I'm just going to show you how the rest of the points are calculated. So first of all, let's start with arrange employment in Canada. You can get a maximum of 10 points. So you can get points if you have a job offer of at least 1 year from a Canadian employer. You must get the job offer before you apply to come to Canada as a federal skilled worker. A valid job offer has to be continuous paid full-time work. That's a minimum of 30 hours per week, and it doesn't have to be a seasonal job, and it has to be for at least a year in an occupation listed as skill type 0 or skill level A or B. You can find the skills here. I told you that I posted the link to this on the Nelly's Live Facebook page just because I didn't want it to be on YouTube. So if you're interested to find the link, it will be on the Nelly's Live Facebook page. We must be convinced that you're able to do the job offered to you. You'll be able to become licensed or certified when in Canada. That's if it's a regulated job in Canada. To get 10 points for a valid job offer, there are a couple of scenarios or situations that must apply. First of all, you're currently based in Canada and you have a work permit. You have to meet all of this. I know that most of my audience is not really based in Canada, so I will not focus on this situation 1. Situation 2, you're currently in Canada also. No. Situation 3, you don't have a work permit or you don't plan to work in Canada before you get a permanent resident visa. You have to have an employer who has labor market impact assessment. This helps to determine if you can hire a foreign worker to fill labor or skills shortages on a temporary basis. To be able to know if your employer is eligible to hire you, there's this site that you can use to check for employers who fail to comply with conditions. And if an employer is here, then they are ineligible to hire a foreign temporary worker through either the Temporary Foreign Worker Program or International Mobility Program. It says you can't get a labor market impact assessment. Your employer must do this for you. Employment and Social Development Canada will only confirm valid job offers for occupations listed in O or skill A or B. So if your skill is in the category C or D, then unfortunately they will not consider that. If you have a job that meets this situation 3 and you are outside, then you can get 10 points. And then the last one, adaptability. It's also allocated 10 points. You or your spouse or common law partner who will immigrate with you to Canada can earn points for adaptability. So let's see how the points are calculated. Your spouse or common law partner has a language level in either English or French at CLB4 or higher in all 4 language abilities. If that's the case, then they can get 5. To get these points, you must submit your spouse or common law partner's test results from an approved agency. The language tests are valid for 2 years after the date of the test result. Next, it says your past studies in Canada. If you've studied in Canada for at least 2 academic years or full-time study at a post-secondary or secondary institution in Canada, then you can score 5 points. And when they say full-time, you have to be studying for at least 15 hours of classes per week, and you must have stayed in good academic standing during that time. And if your spouse has also studied in Canada, then they can also get 5 points. Then your past work in Canada. If you worked in Canada for at least 1 year under these skill types, then you can get 10 points. If your spouse has also worked, they can get 5 points. If you have arranged employment in Canada, you can get 5 points. Let's not forget, if you have a job in Canada, you get 10 points, but you will also get 5 additional points under the adaptability category. And lastly, if you have relatives in Canada, or your spouse has relatives in Canada who are over 18 and who are either Canadian citizens or permanent residents, and these people must fall under one of these, then you can also get 5 points. So yeah, that's the end. I'm going to leave the link to this page on the Nelly's Life Facebook page so that you just familiarize yourself with this information. And don't forget, you only have to score 67 points. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me. See you in my next video. Goodbye.